All right, good day and welcome back to another BowmanWebServices.com video. All right, and so today's video is going to be another, hopefully eye-opening video all about SEO and content marketing and how it really works. Okay, and at the end of the day, if you've just been doing some link building, that's not enough. All right, somebody that does some content marketing, that does some structure to your marketing will absolutely just take you right out of the search results real quick. And so here's what I mean by SEO and SEO strategy, right? At the end of the day, I'm looking to rank for a whole bunch of things here locally that you're looking for, talking about marketing, right? And so marketing specifically Daytona Beach, Ponce Inlet, New Smyrna Beach, Port Orange, right? This general area. And so I offer all these different marketing services, whether you want to do a complete marketing package or you want to do some kind of just basic overview, maybe some piecemeal work, or even you seriously want to test me out and do some pay for performance type deal, where I set something up, maybe you fund like an AdWords or something, and based on productivity you hook me up. And so again, you've got to be really good and really on your game, because if I don't think you're going to be able to close, I'm not going to lead generate. Right. So at the end of the day, I am a lead generation professional, and I'm badass, I have to say. And so, and I can show you some stats here. And so before I really even pitch anything more about all these different things, you can flip through all this. You guys got a finger scroll. Let me just show you why. Okay, here's a local handyman service. Okay, this is my handyman service. You can't really see the header because my face is in the way. But this is Thomas Bowman Handyman. Yes, I'm Thomas Bowman. I built a handyman service because that's how I learned how to market, out of necessity. And so for the last 10 years, I've been doing marketing, and I've been building up different things. So I have a handyman service here, which wasn't really here to start with. It actually was out in Denver. And so I took over the search results in Northwest Denver, heading up to Boulder. And so I could pull stats on this if you ever were curious. And ultimately, I really did. This is, if I go back 3 years ago, I literally had controlled Arvada, Westminster, and I was heading up to Boulder, and I was taking over all the way to the direct north of Denver. So I was the go-to guy. I took a website and I created over 100 pages. I created over 100 videos, all right, of little projects I did. And in fact, when I started, I didn't have any videos, and I wanted to actually get something going. I went to Home Depot. I made like 20 videos at Home Depot. This is what a gutter, enhancement would look like, right? And just did some stupid things. Hey, I'm here at the Arvada Home Depot, and I made it happen, right? Out of necessity. And that's what I'm saying is, you haven't built up a web resource until you've talked to me. And if you have, then you're already king of the mountain, right? So anyway, let's go back to this here. So this thing has maybe like, I don't know, 70 something pages. I did take so building up resources, again, it's something that will go with you the rest of your life, right? Okay, I just moved more than 1,000 miles, right? And I literally changed the links on the YouTube, the Facebook. I think I created a new Facebook. But the Pinterest and the YouTube I had built up, I actually have over 100 something boards on Pinterest where I went and collect other people's pictures of locks, shutters, faucets, shower heads, right? Things that I can embed entire picture boards onto a website, specifically something like this. So honestly, right now, all right, talking about content marketing, okay, Google anything around here in the Daytona Beach area. How about like bird houses, door locks, and deadbolts, and like be demographic about it. And I I'm doing it blind, right? How about door locks installer, Port Orange? Okay, that's my backyard. All right. Hopefully, I've already gotten that right. So I got some people advertising, and boom, I have the first search result. I did that on the fly, guys. I really didn't. I just know that I created a page of content. It's like 1,000 words, right? Has a whole bunch of pictures. Is really highly targeted to that niche within the handyman niche, which is also locksmith, right? And so really, I just boom, created some content. How to reinforce a door jamb, how to do door peeps, install security screens, right? Like different things. And I don't think you're allowed to install security screens as a handyman here, because Florida's a little ridiculous. And so, yeah, I want you to know that this site actually was ranking for, everything from garbage disposal to ceiling fans. And I had to take all that down. I take down dozens and dozens of things, and I was like, God, what do you mean a handyman can't put in a light? So yeah, technically here, handyman cannot put up light fixtures. They cannot do, obviously, no kind of water, no water heaters, no faucets, no, in other places, I'm considered almost a general contractor just by skill level, right? Anyway, this is about marketing, not about home services, but the idea is that you have to rank not just for your niche, so handyman, right? I want to rank for Port Orange handyman, so it's not just about, the website. I want to type in, Port Orange handyman, right? And I want to come up in the search results, right? And so you got people that are buying their way there, right? Which are mainly your annoying companies like Thumbtack, Angie's List, right? Yelp. All right, but here, building up your Google My Places or Google My Business, not, it used to be called My Places or something, but now it's called Google My Business. So building that up, and there's a whole amazing, I think, has grown dramatically. Google My Business is actually takes days to kind of like fill that thing out and actually structure it properly, and then you actually got to peek in on it every once in a while. There's actually a whole section where you could put like little specials and coupons and other things up, and again, it can be highly targeted content that you're adding off site that's pointing to site. And so again, as I go down in the search results, if I go all the way down, you can see that here I am, like number 6 or 7, ranked organically on Google for my prime keyword phrase, Port Orange Handyman, right? And so again, if I come up here and I go Daytona Beach Handyman, right? Oops. Let's see if I'm in that market. So again, all different markets, right? Daytona Beach, Port Orange, South Daytona, all different markets, right? And so again, I am showing up in the maps. I dropped 1 position. And going down the search results, I'm actually number 4 in the bigger of the markets. So that's fantastic. And so again, I could add the word sure to this, and I should move even higher than 4, unless actually Yelp and stuff is there, so they're probably blocking me out. So I'm going to stay there. Here I'm still number 4. So Angie's List, and Yelp. So they actually have a higher rank because they're bigger websites, and Google lets them manipulate the search results. Ultimately, don't support that kind of stuff. All right, support local. And so yeah, you can see that here on the first for the prime market here for handyman services in Daytona Beach, I don't even have a real competitor, right? These are all bigger websites, Porch. And some of them have multiple listings on the first page, which is crazy. So that means that nobody's done enough SEO to make it to the first page of Google and even challenge these ones that have multiple listings, except for me, right? All right, so anyway, you want to get even more specific about gutter cleaning. So now you have independent markets, right, within the handyman market. Like I said, type in, nobody's ever going to type in birdhouses, but I can tell you, this year I built a page on mailboxes. I've had a dozen calls for mailboxes, right? Now, ultimately, I'm giving this handyman business up, and it's for sale. Yay! And somebody can buy it if they'd like. But again, it's all about what it ranks for, and ultimately, it's all about fishing, right? I'm putting lines in the water and all these different keyword phrases that do get search, and I'm going to show you here in a second. It does get search traffic, and I can see that by using Search Console. And if you're not using Search Console, you can't see that, right? And so again, I've been working on showing up here for gutter cleaning in this thing here, and really I could open this up just to show you that I am working on that. But I am number 1 on Google for this main market, shores, and I believe I'm also number 1 for just straight up gutter cleaning in Daytona Beach. Yeah, so I'm number 1, and I'm running a $50 gutter special. And so, boom, yeah, I'm kind of specializing in gutter right now because I really don't want to, with coronavirus, I stay the hell away from everybody. I use wipes. I'm like a germaphobe. Like, don't even sneeze or cough next to me. I'm gonna flinch and run away. It's horrible, absolutely horrible. Anyway, so over in the maps or citation area of things or Google My Business, boom, I'm down here. So I'm still got a little bit of a stretch to go, And things that cause you to fall down here aren't just reviews, right? In some cases, some of these have less reviews. I can't quite figure out why, because I've done all the citation and everything, and so it's just slow. At the end of the day, I changed added the word gutters into the name on Google My Business, right? Trying to move up because all these do have the word gutter. Well, pressure washing, window washing. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a work in progress, all right? So, again, a couple different possibilities when somebody types in something, something specific. They're looking for something. If they're typing in gutter cleaning near me, that's the same thing if they're in Daytona Beach, right? They're getting this search query right here. All right, and so you can see that you can either buy it, and there are 4 people trying to buy it, and I'm sure they're more expensive, and so down here, I'm definitely losing quite a few clicks, so I'm trying to do clever things here, and so I think I'm going to change this blurb next, and then I changed this blurb here to $50 gutter cleaning, but apparently it's not good enough, so maybe I'm going to put $50 right here in the front of this header, right? And I'm going to try to enhance this listing. So that's what an SEO strategist does. So once I get results, then I want to see how I'm going to improve the results. Why? How am I seeing? What do you mean? What results? What do you blah, blah, blah? All right, check this out. All right, let me take a second here. Get rid of my face. I didn't get rid of my face on your end, but here. Okay, you can't see because my face is over here. But this is my website. This is the site here. This is the last 28 days of data, right? Just 30 clicks, and that's not horrible, but it's not great either. And these clicks here don't really include that map or citation in Google My Business section. This is completely organic search results, right? Or it could be paid. And really, I'm not doing any paid. This is SpyFu here, right? I'm not doing any paid. This is proving that, right? And so really, I do get quite a few better click-through rate. I get 127. So like I'm saying, it's that map citation and other things get me more click-through than that 30 is showing. All right, and I am ranking for 34 keyword phrases across Google. Right, with the site that's really it's less than a year old because we had coronavirus. I really had 6 months where I built something initially out of the gate last November and December. Then I just kind of January and February things started to peel off. By February we were quarantined, and so ultimately I shut this whole thing down. And ultimately I didn't kick it back up until May or June. And so boom, it's already starting to tear back up, and you can see that it does have a little something going. And so ultimately, let's hop back here to the stats. And so 10,000 impressions, 30 clicks. That's not great, not horrible, but considering what's going on in the world. And so what does that all mean here? So if I scroll down here, come on. Scroll down here, I can actually see, and I have it positioned by position. So this is position on Google. Search result number 1, search result number 2, search result number 3, right? On down. And this thing's just a little slow because I actually have quite a few of these open, right? I have pages and pages of this, right? And so, yeah, let me get this thing to actually cooperate for me. All right, welcome back. All right, sorry about that delay there, trying to shut some things down. Let's go by impression here, right? And so ultimately, to see markets, you have to build some kind of content, right? There has to be some kind, you build a page of content targeting some niche within your main niche, or just by adding demographic keyword phrases to the front page of your website and stuff, and like actually structuring your website so it targets a demographic area and your primary keyword phrase. Just doing that will give you some kind of stats. And so ultimately, I can actually see, ultimately the basic impressions. So I can actually see markets, right, by looking at data. All right, and see that, even if I'm on page 3 or page 4 of Google, I can see that there is a nice market here, right, for window replacement in Port Orange. Now, again, that's a general contractor or a specialty contractor here. So I really wouldn't chase that market any further, right? But I can see that there is a market impressions, right? This is click through, this is click through rate, right? People that actually clicked and went to the website, so I could surf by that, right? But I want to see impression. I want to see markets, all right? And so Daytona Beach gutter cleaning does really good. And again, this is just 28 days worth of data, and that's just one way the keyword phrase is searched, right? Daytona Beach gutter cleaning, and then you could switch it around, gutter cleaning Daytona Beach, and blah blah blah, right? There are different variations, but here's almost 500 searches every month. So that's a nice market, and that's really why I went after that market, because ultimately I believe that there's like 1,800 up to 1,800 people in a given month that search in some way, shape, or form for gutter cleaning, whether it's Port Orange, Ponce Inlet, right? I've done the math and added it all up. So I believe there's that big of a market. And yet, I haven't really realized that yet, right? But I'm starting to produce a lot of search results and data. So again, gutter cleaning, Ormond Beach, all these things are little independent markets here that really you wouldn't even know. I mean, you can do keyword data and keyword searching and stuff. That doesn't really tell you this kind of stuff. This kind of stuff I see only by looking in the back office. And honestly, you wouldn't even see this if you didn't even never set up Search Console and didn't talk to anybody like me or never watched a video. You wouldn't even know that this kind of stuff exists. But I literally can see exactly what's going on with the website. And not just with my website, but then I can go and spy on everybody you could possibly think of. Pick any one of your competitors and I can actually get this kind of data, but not just this data. You can actually come down here and see who the competitors are, right? I can actually see how well I'm competing with each one of them, right? Which I'm not going to get into because I'm already number one, right? So I don't really need to do much more with that, right? But I can also come down here and actually see, all the organic keywords that the site ranks for, see all the pages and how they are ranking, right? See different keywords that they're ranking for, etc., etc. And really, I could go over to Uber Suggest and actually get a better picture. I actually like Uber Suggest better for going into the deeper side of the SEO for this. But I can also very quickly mimic a competitor too, right? So you've got a competitor that's doing a lot of AdWords and they just keep showing up all around you. I can actually get a photographic image of everything that they're doing right now, right? If I were to type in somebody like who's a huge company here, I don't know. I didn't really think this through, but I think make another video. All right, hang on. All right, welcome back. All right, so let's take that as an example, right? Okay, so I want to see a competitor and what a competitor is marketing because I want to like tag along or I want to see what they're doing, like what kind of ads they're writing, right? All right, I want to see that kind of data. So I actually in the gutter cleaning thing, I could take something like I just did the search on the previous page, and so I chose something like leaf filter, right? They're just they're really just a contractor that subcontracts gutter cleaning companies like myself, right, to install their gutter cleaning or gutter leaf guard, right, the leaf guard system, right, and so they're everywhere, right, across the web. They have a huge AdWords account, right, 2,000 something 500 keyword phrases that they are actually paying for, and every single month they're getting over 13,000 leads, all right, within their business. That's pretty impressive. And so really I could take this data and actually see, right? Can actually come in here and see exactly what they're bidding on, right? I don't want to see that. All right, I can see they're bidding on gutter guards, right? They're chasing 32,000 searches a month. It's costing them about $2 a click, right? And then it just goes on and on and on. I could probably scroll over there if I can. I wish they would just give you an easier way to do that. And so, yeah, monthly costs, they're paying about $3,500 a month to get a slew. They're running 34 variations of ads. And so somewhere in here, it actually lets me see the ads that they're running, right? And I haven't come in here in a little while. So just to give you an idea. So, yes, what else? Let me just back up one thing here. And so, yeah, you can see that they generically rank for, all these different things. And so knowing this kind of data then lets you go out and chase like link building and other things. And so again, in my local demographic market, I'm really not tussling. Even though if they show up in Daytona Beach, I'm not at all worried about that because they're not really cleaning gutters, right? They're capping them. Maybe they're offering free cleaning, but they're capping gutters probably at like, 500 to $1,000 or probably more. I'm probably a little off on the cost of that, but they're also putting a guarantee on it being sealed right and whatnot. But then again, they're hiring people like me to install my product. I believe that's the way it all works. And so yeah, just something to consider. If you don't have this kind of data, you can see this company's 14 years old. They've been doing AdWords since they got right out of the gate, right? And so they built an entire thing really off of AdWords, and then ultimately built up their SEO side. And so I encourage you to do the same thing. Give me hit me up. I'd love to chat with you. You can see that it definitely does work, and it just takes a little bit of time and effort. All right, hey, thanks for stopping by BowmanWebServices.com, doing SEO and content marketing here in Daytona Beach, Florida, and website design.